Quick final reveal of the Revell or monogram F105. Bit of a challenging build, this one, although the main build itself actually went together quite well. You know, there wasn't really a lot of gaps, there wasn't you know, everything kind of fitted quite nicely considering the age of the kit. The decals was just silvered horribly. In fact, if you look at them really closely, I don't know how well the camera's actually going to pick this up. Light's not particularly good today. It's a horribly grey and miserable day. We'll zoom in a bit here. Just see if we can't get the camera to focus. Yeah, I don't think the camera's. Sorry about this. How can it not focus on something that's right in the middle? I don't know. It's probably because it's quite dark. You know, it just they weren't good. They weren't fun. Let's put it that way. Deckling, I don't mind deckling as long as the decals are good, and there's not too many of them. This unfortunately was sort of both bad points. There was a lot of them and they weren't particularly good. The end result is okay. You know, I think probably towards the end I was kind of hurrying a bit because I just really wanted to get it out of the way. I'm not quite sure what happened with the matte finish. It's kind of, the plane almost looks a bit dusty now. Again, you might not see this quite so well on the actual video, but if you look at it close, it just almost looks like it's got and I don't mean you know, an actual dust from sitting on the shelf type of dust, rather than a sort of general dust from you know, sitting on an airfield somewhere. I think, unfortunately, I don't know what it is. I use the Revell matte, and I'm not so convinced about that. It's okay, but I don't know quite what happened there. Actually, at my local model shop, I picked up a couple of the new flat clear from Tamiya, which I've heard good things about. I had trouble getting this, so I actually picked up two while I was there. I'll tell you how I get on with that, but I've heard lots of good things about it, so we'll try that on the next one. What to say? I mean, you know, it's to say, for the age of the kit, it actually went together quite well. You know, the pilot figures are quite nice in there. It's, you know, the camouflage, I'm reasonably happy, although the edges were a bit sharp. It probably could have done with being slightly softer. The sort of overall weathering and the this is actually mostly post shading rather than pre-shading on here. Now it always looks good with sharp mouth, which is nice. You know, there's some good things about this kit. I think, you know, if you are going to tackle it, if you can get aftermarket decals that are different, you know, you can still build quite a good model for a relatively cheap price. I think Trumpeter or Hobby Boss do a 1/48 scale, but I don't know what that's like, and I think obviously it's going to be quite a bit more expensive than the Revell. I think I picked this up for about 12 quid, something like that. I think, you know, even full retail, I've seen it in the local hobby shops, only about 15, 16, 17 quid, something like that. But, you know, yeah, I think if it had nicer decals, it would have been more of a fun build, but it did become a bit grueling at the end. Also, I think if I was going to do this again, I would try and do the actual camouflage in a slightly different way. The mask oil that I used was quite old and it didn't work quite as well as I hoped. But, you know, it was a good learning curve. You know, I've learnt, you know, I need to practice a bit more with my camo schemes, I think. So there we go. I think that's pretty much it. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.